Hey guys, today I wanted to just film a very laid back, relaxed video where we just chat about new makeup products that I got, new things that are going on, and basically a chit chat get ready with me, except I'm going to be trying a lot of new makeup in this because, like I said, I went to New York. I'll talk about that in this video a little bit as well, but I got a lot of new makeup, and so I wanted to play with some of it. There's still so much that I haven't even yet to like break open. We can just chat about stuff while I put my makeup on. So if you guys are into that, keep watching. So I saw a video recently from Melissa Alatorre here on YouTube and Instagram, and it was yellow. And I really never got the idea to do yellow on my eyes before. It's not something I normally venture with, but I did get this when I went to New York, and this is the NYX Full Throttle Shadow Stick, and it is in this really pretty matte yellow. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do an eye look, why don't I do something I've never done before? I've literally never done yellow on my eyes. And I thought, looks so gorgeous on her. Why not give it a try? I'm going to do yellow today, and I hope it turns out well. And it's going to be a little bit more like intense than I normally do because I want to try some new things and just go ham with it. So I'm going to start off with my skin, and I don't know if you saw in a recent video, but I tried the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea water foundation, and I also got this. This is the Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation, and this is the color Light Sand. I hope this color is correct. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. The other one is spot on. But let us see what this is like. Oh. This is interesting. It is. I'm going to scrape the cap because I don't like wasting product. I'm just going to work off the cap if I'm being honest. It is a thick, but not too thick. I guess gel is the perfect word for it. Let's see how this applies. And I like a lighter coverage foundation lately. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my recent videos, but I've been talking that I'm liking a lighter coverage because my skin isn't so bad. Right now it's kind of terrible. For some reason my skin's just reacting. But this is the Furless Cosmetics PPF 3 brush. And okay, that has very full coverage. Did not expect that. Okay, so a little is going to go a really long way with this. And I like this brush because it is a duo fiber brush. As you can see, it's got the little pink fibers coming off, and then it's got the more dense black fibers down below. Even though a duo fiber brush usually applies more product if it's a dense brush, this one applies very little and you can buff it out into nothing. So that's why I wanted to use this brush today. Never used this foundation before, but so far, it's okay. It's not like revolutionary on my skin, but it's definitely got a nice coverage. I would call it a medium coverage foundation. Full usually covers everything, but you can still see a little bit of redness. You can still see a little bit of discoloration, which actually, if you've got pretty bad skin, you may want a fuller coverage than this. I'll try and build it up in certain areas to see how it builds up, but not so bad. So as of now, first impression, the foundation has really pretty coverage. I think it's really nice. I think it's really natural looking. It took a very tiny amount to get my face to this full coverage. I just used what was on the lid. I didn't even have to dip even slightly into this, so this is going to last a really long time. Plus, the packaging is to die for. Tarte just knows what to do with their packaging. The only thing is that I would have liked this in a different sort of, I mean, the packaging is beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of, like, you have to open and, like, scrape out the product or, like, dip out the product. I don't know. I'm much more for a pump or a squeezy or like even their Rainforest of the Sea foundation. But I mean, it's beautiful. It's just different. So now I am going to apply the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aquacealer. And I have used this a few times and I really like it. I like the applicator, oddly enough. It's not hygienic to use like on clients or anything unless you just put it on the back of your hand. I've got foundation and concealer down, and I want to set this before it starts to crease because this concealer does start to crease a little bit if you don't set it right away. So I'm going to set it with the Tarte I'm using everything from Tarte. I'm sorry, it's hard when you get new makeup to like not use it. So I apologize if it's kind of irritating them using all Tarte products, but I love them. So I'm going to set it with the two top powder, all three of them. Screw it. And this is in the Tarteist contour palette. So my skin is done. We'll come back to contouring and highlighting and stuff later. I am going to do my brows now because I feel if you need to do your brows before you do your eyeshadow, you don't have to, but it really helps you get the feel of how it's going to look if you don't do it first. It's just hard to tell. For this, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Ash Brown Dip Brow. All right, so I've got my brows on, and now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to start this entire eye look off with that NYX Full Throttle Shadow Stick, and I am just going to run that all over my lid, and I will set it down with a yellow powder. But this is just a creamy shadow stick that's roll up. It's actually really nice. I like it. And I want to do yellow all over my lid, and I also want to bring it into the inner corner. I'm getting a lot of Alatori vibes from that video that I saw, but I've never tried it before, so I want to just give it a shot. Yeah, I wanted to bring it into this inner corner and down a little bit. I should have put a transition shade down first. That was a mistake. But roll with it. I absolutely should have gone in with a transition shade. What was I thinking? Damn it. It just goes to show that no matter how many times you do makeup, you still mess up. And I'm going to take my Morphe M705 brush and just sort of blend that out. I'm going to set this down with a yellow shadow so that I can throw a transition shade down because I'm stupid and I forgot. So I'm just going to take a bright yellow shade from my Coastal Scents 252 palette and just set that over the yellow so that it's not sticky anymore. It's actually going to be a soft color that we can blend over the top of. Now I'm going to go in with a transition shade that I should have done first, and I'm going to take a color from the Tartelette palette, and I'm going to go in with any one of these shades. It doesn't really matter. I probably will go in with Wanderer down here, and I'm going to take that on my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush and run that above that yellow color so that it has something a little more neutral to blend into. Then I'm going to take a little bit of Free Spirit, which is the lightest shade in the Tartelette palette, and I'm just going to run it over the top of that so that it's not so deep. Okay, that's a little bit better. It still looks a little funny, but you know what? Roll with it. I think I'm going to do like a second layer of that NYX pencil over the inner corner of the eye. And then I'm going to pat some of that bright yellow right over the corner so that it's really pigmented in here. Now I'm going to take the same brush that I was using, and that is the Luxie Beauty 231, and I just love this brush. I think I got it in an Ipsy bag. Love it. And I'm going to take any of these colors, but I think I'm going to take the Power Player color. Is that the one I'm going to take? Dreamer. I think I'm going to go with Dreamer because it's a little bit more warm, and this is yellow, so it's as warm as it gets. And I'm just going to run that in the outer third, right into the crease, and into that outer V. I literally haven't talked the entire video. I said I wanted to like talk to you guys about what's going on, and I literally have just been talking about makeup. Okay, well, let's talk about other stuff while I'm blending. So, as you guys know, I got back from IMATS New York, and oh dear God, that was the best trip of my life. Seriously, so amazing. It was probably the most beneficial trip I've ever been on, and I have nobody to thank but Alex and Jordan. They are like the two most amazing people in the world. And so, if you guys haven't seen my New York vlog, I will link it in the description of this video if you guys want to watch like a kind of play-by-play through my trip. It was so amazing. I want to go back to New York right now. So I didn't know New York was going to be what it was. I've never been there before. Probably the biggest city I've ever been to is Los Angeles. And so I've been to LA a few times now, but I've never been somewhere as beautiful as New York. It has a feel to it that Alicia Keys got right. It's a concrete jungle where dreams are made of. and there's nothing you can't do in New York. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never in my life been somewhere that made me feel so inspired, and I thought New York was going to be a dump because, you know, you picture it like being crazy and really busy and really hectic, and oh man, it may have been all those things, but I didn't feel any of that. I just felt so calm and peaceful, and that place, man, it just gave me all the feels. I would go back right this second if you told me that there was a plane getting me to fly to New York. That place is just so beautiful. I just can't. Yeah, it was such an amazing trip. I got to do some of the coolest stuff there, and I just, oh, the city and just everything is so gorgeous. I'm thinking about going back there for Christmas. Actually, me and Jordan were talking about it and how fun it would be there to go with our husbands and like go to Rockefeller Center and go over Christmas and New Year's and like watch the ball drop in Times Square, and just, I can't even imagine being there for all of that. I think the feeling would be too much for me to bear. So this is a product I've never used before, but I've heard about a lot on YouTube, and that is the Tarteist Clay Liner. Does it come with a brush? Am I seeing this correctly? What? Dang, girl, it came with a brush. Oh, that's cool. So it is a liner, and it comes in a little container like this, and from what I understand, you squirt a little bit of it out, and it's like a gel consistency. Oh, yeah. Oh, paint. So it's like a paint consistency, and it comes with this little angled liner brush, and it's very, very black. Let's give it a try and see how it applies. So I'm going to do a wing. I haven't done a wing in my last few tutorials, but I feel like this look calls for a wing. Whew. Okay. I can't speak while I do this. So I'd call it easy to work with, but it's definitely a little thin if you ask me. It's not too thin. It's actually nice as far as a gel liner goes. It's not a gel liner. It's more of like a liquid in a gel right in the middle of the two. And it's not hard to use by any means. You can see how fast I made that wing. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of love it. The brush makes it very easy to apply. I found that to be much easier than a lot of the wing liners that I've done lately, and I feel like it looks relatively good. Well, I'll be. So, first impression review on the Tarteist Clay Paint. So, first impression review on the Tarteist Clay Paint Liner was very easy to use, especially with that little angled brush that they add. It was like nothing. It went on like in 2 seconds. So that was much faster than my regular application of wing liner. So far, kind of loving it. Now I'm going to put on a black, hair. Now I'm going to put on a black water liner, and this is the Makeup Geek Full Spectrum Eyeliner Pencils in the color Obsidian. And I would line your upper and lower waterline. And make sure to get in between each lash so that you don't have any little separation. And then taking that same Luxie Beauty 231, I'm going to take any color and I'm going to run it under my lower lash line. You can do a pop of color here, you can continue with the yellow, you can go to a darker yellow, you can go to a brown, whatever works. I think I'm going to do a brown color mixed with like a marigold so that it's a little deeper on my lower lash line. I really want it yellow on that inner corner. Don't ask me why. So, you know, there's no method to my madness. I feel like I want a little bit of yellow under here as well. In that outer wing. Maybe leaving the center. Maybe I'll put a little shimmer in the center. There's nobody stopping me now. And taking a yellow shimmer, and I'm just gonna place that right in the center. Not that it makes that big of a difference, honestly. I don't know. Let's see how this is gonna turn out once I put lashes on. I think I like it. I don't know. This is the new Tarteist mascara. And I'm just gonna throw a coat of that on my upper and lower lashes and then put on a pair of false lashes. I feel like this eye look calls for some iconic lashes. I feel like that's the only lash that I'm gonna love with this because I've got the wing on. So BRB, I'm gonna put on some iconics. All right, so lashes are on and eye look is, I think, done. Well, we've got the highlight out. Let's just highlight our face. I'm gonna go in with the Smith 112 brush, the one I used earlier. I'm just gonna highlight my cheekbones with the Balm's Mary Luminizer. I love this brush for highlight. Okay, I love this brush for everything. Now I'm going to contour a little bit with the Tarteist contour palette. Same brush. What kind of lip goes with this? Black? 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 Nude? I'm gonna do black. So I think I'm gonna go outside of the box a little bit. And you could do a nude with this if you wanted to make it a springy, bright look, but I don't. So I'm gonna do black, and I'm gonna use Witches from Kat Von D. I have Jeffree Star Weirdo on its way now, but I'm just gonna use this one. A lot of people think that black is completely not wearable, and then it makes you look too gothic. I get this comment a lot. I don't know, I just would have to disagree. I've never felt more confident in a lip color than black, ever. I turned off my overhead lights because I realized just how warm they make everything look. Like, they make my hair look yellow, they make my skin look yellow. This is more true to color. So I turned off my overhead lights, so sorry if the intro and the outro look a lot different. This is a makeup look that I did for you today. Hope you guys like it. I wish I could have talked to you more about stuff. I don't know if you guys saw my last two videos. I put up a video for the Huntsman Winter's War, and I did Ravenna, which is that evil queen, and I like the way that one turned out, but more than that, I love the way my other one turned out, and that was the electric UV blacklight skeleton that I did, and you guys guessed it. I put my entry in for the 2016 NYX Face Awards, and that was the Electric UV Neon Skull. So if you guys want to check out that video, go give it a view and see, and we will see if I make it. If I don't, well, that's okay. But I just wanted to let you guys know that that video is out there, and you guys can go look at it. It took me like 24 hours, start to finish. I'm not talking 24 hours one day. I'm talking about like over the course of 4 days, 24 hours of sitting there filming, editing. Filming took 9 hours. So let's just put that into perspective. It was nuts. So I hope you guys loved it. I loved it. I love the way that it turned out. I think that it's probably my favorite video I ever did. That one and Guy Fieri. I don't know. Those two, I'm kind of like toss up on those. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to check that out, you don't have to. Liking it or viewing it or anything like that. That doesn't get me like extra votes or anything. NYX chooses who gets put into the top 30. And if I am or if I'm not, I had a good time filming it. So either way, I am happy to have the video out there. And it pushed me and it challenged me and it was really fun to do. So I hope you guys like this makeup tutorial. It was fun to do as well. I wanted to do something a little bit different that I haven't done before. I really wish I could have talked to you guys a little bit more. I really don't know what to say other than my life is going great. Everything's going really well. I had a cluster headache today, but before today, it had been almost 2 months before I had an attack. I think today I just didn't eat enough. I I was up till 3:30 in the morning playing Dark Souls with my husband and Alex. I slept until 10:30, which is crazy for me. I normally sleep in till no later than 7 a.m. So 10:30 is like really late for me. But I totally did get an attack today, and today's, like I said, the first attack that I've had in 2 months. So I am so thankful for that. I think that I did this to myself. I'm on a new medication that helps them, so it's just been great. I mean, it's been great. Everything has been so amazing on this new medication. So, yay! Maybe I'll make a full update video on that for people that have cluster headaches that want to view it. But anyway, if you don't care, I'm sorry to bore you with all of this. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys want to go follow me on all my other social media stuff, you can if you want to. It's all linked down below. RawBeautyKristi on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope. You know the drill. Also strobe. I'm probably going to start doing more strobes. I haven't really been doing any live streaming lately. I've been really shit at it. But that's okay because I'm going to get better at it. Hopefully. We will see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you at my next video.